Now see, in the previous video we have seen till the structure of development of proembryo. Okay, we have seen that hypophysis was there, and the hypophysis divides into to give the root tip, root cap as well as the root cortex, and the octron has outermost layer, that is epidermis, and inner layer that will divide into the two. One will give rise the hypocotyle, and upper they will give rise to the plumule plus cotyledon. Now these cells, they will degenerate after providing nourishment and after pushing everything into the endosperm, and there will be the mass of the cell. Okay, now we will see further more divisions. As we have already seen, there is a formation of the root cap and root tip here. Now further many more divisions will be there, and what will happen? The divisions will be like this. There will be the multiple division, mass of a cell will produce. Okay, and we will see the structure something like this. The structure will form something like this because it will protrude from one side. Okay, so now this is the mass of a cell and the structure has formed like this. After this, what will happen? I have already told you there will be plumule and cotyledon at the upper side. So what will happen? The cotyledon will start protruding. Okay, because division will be there, and after division the cotyledon will start protruding. It will start coming out like this, and there will be the plumule. So this is the plumule and these two are the cotyledon. See children, this type of and further more divisions will occur here now, because now mitotically they will divide and they will give rise to a definite shape. They will change their shape. This type of structure is called as the globular proembryo. Globular embryo or globular proembryo. Okay, till here this is the first stage to get the embryo. Now there will be more development, and what will happen in the next condition? The cotyledon will develop more. Once again the cotyledon will develop more, and the structure will form like this. Again the mass of a cells are here, multiple divisions of the cell throughout, many divisions. Okay, this is again the mass and the multiple divisions, and now this structure is called as heart shaped. Okay, heart shaped embryo. This is globular embryo. After the proembryo, we have seen the proembryo has developed to form the embryo. Now the first stage of the embryo is called as the globular embryo. When we are telling this as a globular embryo, there is a hypocotyle downside, the root cap, root tip, they will multiply and they will start forming. They will take a definite shape. And what will happen to the upper cells? The upper cells, they will start protruding from the upper side, and they will give rise to the cotyledon, or they will take the shape of the cotyledon, and plumule will be there at the center. So this structure is called as the globular. Now these cotyledon will protrude more. Okay, if they will protrude more, again the condition of the plumule is this, then it is forming a heart-shaped embryo. The next stage, this cotyledon will give rise to more, and because the embryo is lying inside the embryo sac, everything is taking inside the embryo sac only. Inside the embryo sac, which is very small, so the cotyledon that will develop, it will shift to one side. It will change, or it will shift at one side only. Okay, what will be the structure? This is growing now, and and if this is growing, then they will be shift at one side. See. This whole will shift at one side. How it will shift at one side? Because there is less space in the embryo sac, and that's why the development of the cotyledon will be shift at one side. Okay, and we have got this structure. Now this heart shape will change into horseshoe shaped embryo. Okay, so we have got the three sequence of the development of the embryo. Number one will be globular. What is the meaning of globular? When the cotyledon emerges out, little bit emerges out, only protrusion has formed. The second stage will be the heart shape, when the structure will protrude much more, and then we get the heart shape structure. Now there will be more growth, and because of the less space in the embryo sac, both the cotyledons, they will shift at one side. And if they will shift at one side, the structure is called as the horseshoe shaped structure. Okay. Now we will see the things in this case. This is the horseshoe shaped now. The lower is called as the radicle. We have already read. Lower portion is called as the radicle. Okay. Hypocotyl was just above it, and these cells, they will give rise to the hypocotyl. Okay, and then we will see these two as cotyledon, and this structure as plumule, and the whole structure is horseshoe shaped embryo. Okay, till now it is clear. Now what to see inside the seed? Then they will take the, now this is the complete development of the embryo. Now we can see each and every part inside a seed. Let me draw the seed now. What we will see now after the complete development, one cotyledon that we have already seen there, another cotyledon. Okay, now in between this is the embryonal axis. Embryonal axis is very thin, very thin. Most of the time we cannot see. As soon as we swell the seed and we try to open, then they break. Okay, but if we'll see the seed like this, we can see the connection between the two cotyledon is called as the embryonal axis. So this black one is called as the embryonal axis, and the two is called as the cotyledon. Understood? The upper portion, this one, give rise to plumule, and from here we can get the radicle. So the lower portion is called as the radicle, and there is a junction at which both the cotyledons are attached. The whole is embryonal axis, and the mid of this is called as cotyledon. cotyledonary node. Okay. Now this connection is called as the cotyledonary node. Above is plumule, down is radicle. The space between cotyledonary node and plumule, this is called as epicotyle. Okay. Now above epicotyle. Now the space between cotyledonary node and radicle is called as hypocotyle, and this is the complete seed. So this is the complete development of dicot embryo. Clear? So what things we have seen from the beginning, that is the zygote divides into two, basal and terminal. Basal will give rise to the suspensor and hostorial cell. Terminal will give rise to the proembryo. How it will give rise to proembryo? First it will give the quadrant, more division, it will give the octant, then periclinal division, and we will get the two layer. Now it is a big mass of a ball, and the front cells and the back cells along with the outer layer. The outer layer will give rise to the epidermis, and inner cells, the lower inner cells, they will give rise to different portions, and above will give rise to the plumule as well as the cotyledon. Till here we have completed, because now then we come to the downside. Downside, what we have seen, that suspensor, one cell of the suspensor enlarged and divided. Now that is called as the hypophysis. There will be division in the hypophysis. Again it will form a mass of a ball, and the lower four mass of a ball, they will give rise to root cap and root tip, and the above they will give rise to the root cortex. Okay. Then there will be the development of all these, that is they will multiply and they will go on dividing and dividing and dividing, and then we will get the complete radicle. We will see complete cotyledon in the globular form, heart shaped form, and after more development we will see the horseshoe shaped form, and then we will see the seed like this. Okay. Now in this seed, cotyledon, cotyledonary node, whole is embryonal axis, above is plumule, then radicle, hypocotyle and epicotyle. Clear? Now we have already read in case of ovule, that is nucellus is there, and the nucellus, they will form whatever endosperm was there, everything has been used because it is a dicot seed. So endosperm has completely used up by them to get the nourishment, but the nucellus integument that was already there, that integument will form the testa and tegmen of the seed. Okay. So outer is called as the testa, inner is called as the tegmen, and then we have cotyledon and everything inside it. So this is all about the development in case of dicot embryo. Okay. Rest. Now the next topic will be the development in case of monocot embryo.